So this is a really interesting fragrance. As a matter of fact, it's a fragrance that kind of feels like you're in the middle of a cloud. It's soft, it's billowy, it's clean, it's starchy. There's so many notes contributing to that vibe or that accord. This is from a Spanish brand called 2787. The fragrance is called Per Se. I'm excited to give you my thoughts on this brand new release, so make sure to stay tuned. Now, before I begin today's video and I talk to you about this 2023 release just towards the end of the year now by 2787, the perfumer is Shyamala Mason Dew. The fragrance itself is called Per Se. I do want to start things off by saying that if you're a fan of fragrance-related content, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, and please give this video a thumbs up. It would really mean a lot to me. And I'm sure a lot of you probably already know, if you've been watching this channel, that I did release a brand new fragrance with Navitus Parfum. It's a limited edition release. The bottles are selling very quickly. I don't know if we're still gonna have any in stock by the time that I'm publishing this video, but just in case you are one of the late birds, so to speak, I'm gonna drop the links for it down below. Only 500 bottles were ever manufactured. It's called Xenial, and once again, it is creatively directed by myself and Max Forti from his channel, and it's a collaboration between Scent Explore and, I almost said Max Forti, but he is a creative director. It's a collaboration between Navitus Parfum and Scent Explore. So here we have a fragrance with orris root, there's violet, there's aldehydes, there is bamboo, there's musk. It's clean, it's starchy. It opens up with this sparkling vibe in the opening. It's smooth, it has this floral component in it, but it's not too flowery, if that makes sense. It's just that orris giving it this buttery, sort of a starchy vibe that I think works really well in harmony with the violet and the bamboo. Nevertheless, I'm eager to give you my thoughts on the smell. Let's start things off with a quick look at the presentation first. So right in the opening of this fragrance, kind of as I said earlier on in the review, the first thing that you're going to get, the first sensation, if you will, is you're kind of in the middle of a cloud. It's almost like you're floating in the ether, you're hanging out in space. It feels very imperial, very celestial almost, very heavenly. It's almost like you're in the middle of a cloud. It's a really interesting fragrance, and I say that because you have the bamboo, which kind of gives it this tropical, clean vibe. I know it's not too tropical per se, but you know, kind of gives it this clean, wispy sensation. You also have the violet, which can either smell like petrol, if something like Dior's Fahrenheit comes to mind, or it can have a very clean vibe, kind of like L'Homme Libre by Yves Saint Laurent, which is now discontinued, unfortunately. But it also has the orris butter and the clean musk in the dry down. Sometimes, on rare occasion, musk can be animalic, but of course, synthetic musk, whether it comes from ambretolide or galaxolide or any number of other synthetic molecules, can actually come across smelling quite clean, and some might even argue it has like a pheromone-like effect. Well, anyway, this fragrance smells very clean, very ethereal, very billowy. It smells like you're in the middle of a cloud, and I smell this one and I'm like, what does this remind me of? And somebody online, or a few people, had connected it to Odor something of another by Comme des Garçons. I forget the number, and I've never tried that one, but this fragrance just gives me clean vibes. It's interesting, there's another fragrance by Byredo called Blanche, and that fragrance has a heavy dose of cotton. And cotton can also make a fragrance smell quite clean, but in a fresh laundry type of a way. And that's not what's being established here. It's a very interesting, billowy, musky, clean, ethereal accord. And I personally love this one. It is a little woodsy at times. It is a little exotic at times, if I may, but it's truly a special olfactive experience, and it's one that I believe you have to try for yourself to get the full understanding of what's going on in here, and I sincerely hope you love it. I know this brand does have a discovery set, so I'm going to drop all of the links down below. This is not a sponsored video, and the links to this product are not affiliate links, which means I'm not making any money from doing this video and promoting this brand. I'm just trying to make it easier and more accessible for my subscribers. Let's go ahead and finish things off with my overall assessment investment. So first up, in terms of the uniqueness and the overall smell, this is certainly a unique fragrance. Certainly I've tried other iris or orris fragrances, Dior Homme by Christian Dior. Of course, I tried violet fragrances, Fahrenheit, also by Dior. I've tried aldehydic fragrances, Chanel's No. 5, and any number of other fragrances, but the interesting thing is this one has a very unique personality to it. Longevity on this one is about 7 to 8 hours on skin. Projection was really good for the first hour. It radiated just slightly beyond an arm's length. It became an elbow's length scent right around hour 5, a skin scent right around hour 7, and it's all dependent on your skin chemistry, of course. In terms of the versatility, perfectly unisex, casual or formal, great for any time of the year except for the winter, I would say, just because it's very clean and musky and floral and billowy. I think spring and summer are ideal, but you can pull it off in a warm fall evening, basically. And of course, this is great for anybody of any age. And as far as the presentation is concerned, very simple, but I like the all-white aesthetic to it. It kind of conveys what you can expect from the smell. My final verdict on this fragrance is, if you're looking for a clean, musky, billowy, ethereal fragrance that smells like you're in a cloud, check out Per Se by 2787. I forget the numbers sometimes, but thank you all so much for joining me today. Thank you for taking the time to watch this review. I really hope you took something of value from today's episode. If you did, please do consider supporting the channel by subscribing to it. Hit the bell icon so you can stay up to date on future uploads, and of course, give this video a thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm. It would really mean a lot to me. Thanks again for watching. I love you all, and we'll see you tomorrow with a new episode. Bye.